Hello, everybody. This is Fighter Kaus of the Geek Fighters. We're here today to keep playing some Grandia 2. We're about halfway point in the game.
I hope.
Maybe past halfway. It seems that I can tell by player levels. Yeah. We're like level 30s, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
that's usually halfway. Just from my RPG, like.
Unless if you're playing Golden Sun, then like going to level 30 is like the end of the game.
Yeah.
The first one, that is.
So I'm gonna say halfway, but I'm Fighter Kaus instead. The guy playing the game, the guy you see on the camera is Double RPG,
aka Master Looker.
The guy who just burped is 16-bit Jeff.
Yeah, and that felt like I was gonna throw up. Hey guys.
That's
and the one who's silent is Metal Visible Ninja. Golly,
16-bit Metal Ninja.
16-bit Metal. It's all
hello,
MIDI
people.
sounds that you hear on the Super Nintendo. The good MIDIs. But anyway, in the last episode, we finally made it to this not quite so Persona-esque or Shin Megami Tensei-esque dungeon, but more like an Aliens dungeon.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
Yeah, we were talking about when do we land into H.R. Geiger land?
H.R. Geiger land, exactly.
Exactly.
And LPH, hey, happy Saturday to you, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fine, happy Saturday to you.
Happy Saturday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Which we decided, by the way, we'll say it again at the end, but we decided that since it's a holiday and we're all probably not going to be on, to just, not stream next Saturday.
Yeah.
Boy, that is 8. Boy, that is 8. That is not even trying to be like, come on now. I mean, I heard of homage, but that's just a ripoff. That's just straight up H.R. Geiger. Like, come on.
It is.
Yep.
It is.
Everything's vaginas.
Why? I'm confused because I know he was still living during that time.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
Why didn't he nor his state get on this and rightfully sue Game Arts?
I don't know because
that is plagiarism right there. That's not homage.
Because that, and there was another Streets of Rage. Streets of Rage 2 ripped him off, like
that's
not
right.
even more, like straight up Xenomorph in like one of the backgrounds somewhere. Like
you're talking about that theme park attraction. Portion
part. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that's not even trying.
Which still does still not make even sense.
And tell me,
hey, it's the theme park.
And tell me, this guy that's coming down the elevator right there, why does he have a face hugger on the back of his head?
Oh my God! Come on, that's not
a face hugger.
What? H.R. Geiger, you didn't sue?
That is a face hugger.
A reverse face hugger. Because he's actually sucking the back of that alien's head.
But still, that's come on, bruh. You can clearly.
Oh boy!
You guys don't know how mad I am right now.
Oh gosh, Andrew, and hey, look, it even says automata, as Jeff Keighley calls it.
Our child said he made it back home. He bought some relics, and that's a back hugger, basically.
That is.
And I wrote that's not just inspired. That's just ripping off.
Let it rip off, yeah.
The game even said automata, so I guess they're ripping off Jeff Keighley too, or Jeff Keighley's ripping off them.
To the people who say automata.
Speaking of which, our coming stream for TGAs.
Oh yeah,
you guys saw the nomination list, right?
Oh God. Let's just say not a lot of people are very happy about the nominations.
Here's the thing, and this is the thing that I think people are missing a lot.
Starchild said it's the same color and everything. Yeah, I
know. Good, Starchild, but I'm not only mad at Death Stranding's nominees, I'm also mad at Control, and this has come from someone who liked the game and even streamed it for TGF a couple months ago. You know why I'm saying this? Because not only Death Stranding with Kojima is on the advisory board.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Guess which game he had a cameo in?
Yeah.
Control. And he's on the advisory board.
Instead of best games, it's just streams. You know the word NEPOTISM.
Yep.
Nepotism.
Yep.
Nepotism. Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's my biggest problem. It's just like if Kojima wasn't on the advisory board, and if Kojima's best friend, freaking Keighley, didn't have that much of a big influence, which he does, which people tend to forget, because he's not only the host, he's the creator and the executive producer of the TGAs.
Yep.
Like, that's just screen. What's
that? Is literally that is known as conflict of interest.
Conflict of interest. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, conflict of interest. Yeah. Like, hello, you're supposed to have fair and impartial.
The game industry knowing that,
right? It reminds me of that fellow.
Have you ever heard of Activision?
Ranting about game journalists, and I actually agreed with him.
Oh yeah, Louis P. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm glad he called out. And that's the sad thing, too, because even though I'm glad he called out Kotaku, it sucks for Kotaku because of two things. One, they're passed because of them being associated with
Gawker.
Literal crap known as Gawker. And two...
I'll be back.
Oh, okay.
Take your time, dude. While there's been a couple of good ones, there's been a lot of crappy ones oversaturating the good ones. You know what I mean?
No kidding.
Or should I say overshadowing the good ones.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it really just chaps my ass that, that Death Stranding's got 9 nominations when it just literally came out.
Or better yet, freaking
it's
Control.
totally game of the year, yo.
I know. Or better yet, Control has 8 nominations, and granted, it came out a couple months prior, and I think in August, right? It was either August or September when it came out. But still, that cameo that Kojima has in, and he's part of the advisory board, and he has the choice of choosing and voting which game gets the nominee.
Mm-hmm.
That is blatant conflict of interest right there, especially with you being pally with, as I said before, the host, creator, and especially the executive producer, that being Jeff Keighley. It's like, no. I'm not gonna lie. If either Death Stranding and Control wins, I'm gonna be rightfully pissed.
I don't blame you, dude. I mean, and there are plenty of other games that came out long before both of those games that deserve, more of those being awarded with those categories than those two. Starchild asked if 14 get any nominations for MMO or RPG. I really don't know, to be honest. MMO, I don't know. Actually, I think it might have for current ongoing MMO, but,
which it should have, because Shadowlands came out this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
In fact, the beginning, right?
Okay, I'm back.
Mm-hmm. Welcome back, dude.
So, is this?
Oh.
I gotta
let's talk about the most offensive one. Best fighting game nomination. Who in the right mind in that entire advisory board face? Hey, you know what deserves the spot? You know which game? Jump Force!
Well, it's a game where you fight. Therefore, it's a fighting game.
Now, let's throw away whether calling it a fighting game. The fact that when it came out, I remember people hating it.
Mm-hmm.
So how is best anything, let alone a fighting game, if people hated it when it came out?
See, actually, look at the chat. Actually, Starchild agreed with me. I'm seeing something right now. The Academy Awards is a joke, too. I remember when they didn't even nominate Blade Runner 2049 for Best Picture, but they nominated movies that barely even came out that year. Lol.
And LPH asked if Fighters came out this year. It
was last year. Yeah, it was last year.
Because season 2 already. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Broly, I'm waiting for Broly.
Yep.
Thankfully
not
put up.
Yeah, but thankfully you're not playing a chief. Keep on looking at the wall.
I'm not looking at the wall. Yeah.
You're saying I'm waiting.
Yeah.
For what?
So this thing, I have to say, did you kill it?
No, I'm still fighting it. We started off this episode with a boss fight, so at least we're starting in with some action. Let's put it that way.
And
Wheels promoted sound out. What's that?
You saw that. I was about to tell you that, funny enough, because I'm looking at chat too.
Oh, you care in metal. Hero Club carrying sound out to Lance Corporal. Oh, great! Now we're the same rank.
Oh wow.
I asked if he needed help, and he's like, I'm like, well.
Well,
Speaking of,
yes.
before we recorded, I went on a little rant with Wheels about like what Wheels said, and I agreed. Where before we recorded, Jeff, right? Like how a free to play. I know it's a free to play game, but the experience they give you is just crap.
Yeah.
To the point where it's literally. I mean, bruh.
Well, it's funny because you're bringing up something that you and I have a problem with in regards to fighting games.
Yeah.
Like, you know what really pisses me off, and it's the same with you two, dude. We're getting these games supposedly great to, lackluster from these AAA, these AAA publishers and developers. Why are they expecting us, when they announce new characters, to pay money for them? Because here's the thing that I feel like would work. If they really want to follow the free-to-play model, make your characters free. If you want to make money, then go through the costume. You know what I mean?
That's right. Yeah, the costume.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Not the actual character.
Mm-hmm. And look, speaking of nominations for... I almost throw up by saying best fighting game with Smash Bros. But Smash Bros. Even has a problem too with Ultimate. We're not going to announce who's in the $25 Seasons Pass.
I know, same thing with friggin' Tekken 7. Not doing. I'm like, this is an extra $25. I want to know.
Yeah, because that $25 can go to
because if I pay
laundry, it's a basic crap.
If I pay $25 hoping Kiryu's in it, then he doesn't get announced. That's a
you can't. And the funny thing is, you can't ask for that money back because you didn't get your character, and that's not fun.
Yeah, that's the sad reality of it too.
You just threw down $25. LPH said he'll laugh if Smash Bros. Wins Game of the Year.
Oh, if it was ever Game of the Year or Fighter, I'm gonna call shenanigans. Like legit, I am gonna call shenanigans on stream.
Infernal Sigh. Funny enough, that's basically what Jeff's doing.
Yeah, because he's unleashing his rage with nothing but just a long sigh. He's like,
oh god.
Yeah.
So Wheel said people got their money back in Pokemon, only in Japan though.
Wait, what? They were able to get their money back in Japan, but not overseas here in the U.S.? That's messed up. Now, to clarify, is he talking about Masters for...
That's what I'm wondering, yeah.
Is he talking about the mobile game Masters, or is he talking about the recent Sword and Shield games for Switch?
I'm going to assume Sword and Shield, but
yeah, I would assume Sword and Shield at this point.
Yeah.
But,
refunds for what? For Masters? I mean, Sword and Shield? I'm gonna guess Sword and Shield.
Well, I'm gonna say
for Sword and Shield.
I'm gonna say for the Japanese, they're well in their right not to pick up Tokyo Mirage Sessions on the Nintendo Switch because of it being based on the Western localization.
Oh boy.
Well, it's funny. Like a lot of people were like, you know what? It's funny we're talking about Pokemon because I saw people cheering, "Hooray! It sold 6 million units! See, there was no controversy." Really? There was no controversy?
Yeah, I smell bullcrap.
I get that about GBO2's experience. Like, I do. It's just Fate Grand Order does a better job.
Yeah, that's what I agree. See, you both are right, but I feel like your rightness overbounds freaking Star Child's point. Like, he's not wrong. Mm-hmm. But you're right, because FGO does a way better job than what Gundam has done.
And the reason why I bring that up is because Fate Grand Order is like the standard for stingy. And if you're below, they are the stingiest.
So Star Child, what you're saying is the recent update for 2K20 is that it pulled a MVCI.
It broke the game. I actually want to see the glitches.
Oh god.
I did too.
Yeah.
I want to see if like Charlotte's upper body and lower body just completely separate and walk separate directions.
And Jerry, you know what the baffling thing is?
Or her giving the ref the little of the in out and out, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what's baffling, guys?
Wow, the new patch corrupt your saves.
Ooh.
Ouch.
So it's worse. They pulled the Bethesda. Jerry, they taking notes by Todd Howard. They've looked at the influence from Fallout 76. Wheels said the problem with GBO2 is they actually don't put out maps quick enough or items. However, the EXP boost required is just like more in the case of
Lost.
A loss should be
More
in
than
the
50
50
XP.
XP.
It shouldn't just be like 100. Exactly, it shouldn't just be that little.
That makes sense, yeah.
Like, they add no suits, but you gotta gotcha roll those. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which I'm close to a 10 pull, because
nice.
they gave everybody 10 free tokens yesterday. Did you get your 10 free tokens, Metal?
Metal.
And that's how we know.
Are you alive? What? I had to ask.
Oh, yeah, no, you do. Yeah. You did.
Someone clip that, please.
Please, yeah.
Well, that guy who gave Metal a nickname, well, he wasn't wrong.
Corpse, yeah, he called him Corpse.
Yep.
So we should be calling him Corpsey for now on?
Corpse Ninja. Or Visible Corpse.
Also, the returning corpse.
Oh.
No, you know what we should call him now, since he's alive?
The
Visible
reanimated
Ghoul.
corpse.
The Visible Ghoul.
Boo.
But I was asking if you got your 10 tokens.
Oh yeah, I did last night.
And Wheels is talking about how he felt about GBO2 just giving like so little experience, which I was like, yeah.
Oh yeah. It's a grind
Oh, look what
fest,
Star
but-
Child said.
A member in the creator wrestler community for WWE 2K20 got a reply from the CEO of 2K apologizing and openly admitting they were just trying to salvage this game with the updates. Wow.
Jeez.
Oh, wow.
No wonder this looked like an early gen game, because they rushed it out. Gee, it's like Vince doesn't care about his own products.
Nope.
2K.
Oh, I'm saying both, you know what I mean? It's either one, you know what I mean?
Yeah, both, yeah. No, both, you're right.
Yeah.
Don't worry, this guy's about done. This reverse face hugger. Well, I'm saying a bigger face hugger now. Okay, now it's finished.
Good.
Seriously.
All about that thing.
You mean Diet Alien Queen?
And let's never talk about this level again. Just like...
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
We don't need any more plagiarism going on in this game.
Oh,
So, Jerry,
yeah.
what you're suggesting is this is Arpucci? I have to go
Yeah.
now. My planet needs me.
No. Poochie died on his way to his home planet.
The end.
Yep.
Poochie's dead, kids!
Sadly so. And he just restarted the whole universe under his own image.
Yep. It'll be half price on Black Friday, I know that much.
But still, the power of Homon does not even exist in the new alternate reality.
Yeah, if you guys didn't hear, Stout Shell said that game's going to
Yeah.
be half price on Black Friday.
At least
That's still
half
too
price.
much. That's
At
still
least
too
half
much.
price is fucking less.
That is still too much.
$20. Oh, wow.
That's still too much. You want to ask for a fair price? 10.
So, they actually give a definition for these things, the automata, or the automata. Thanks,
Wheels
Keely.
mentions about 2K. It's 2K itself, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, their web shop is terrible, 3 exclamation points.
Oh, yeah.
And
But
Star
I
Shell,
think, I
yeah.
think what you and I are getting at is
Oh, yeah,
that
but also Vince just saying,
it's Vince's fault,
I'm
too,
not-
because...
I don't care if
you
this
know-
game sucks with my name. If that's
Exactly.
true.
It's not like Disney with fucking, pardon my French, with Battlefront 2. It's like, hey, we're going to take the rights away if you don't fix this game.
If, like, with you too, Jeff, I'm sure. I'm not a developer, but if somebody made a game based off of, say, one of my characters or something, you best believe I want to make sure they make a good game. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, look, I'm putting my name on this crap.
Exactly, because whatever you put on your name, that is precedent on what you...
Yeah, it represents you. Yeah.
Your quality and your brand.
Yeah.
Best example, why do you think people don't trust Todd Coward these days? Oh, a little crap show by the name of Fallout 4, and especially 76.
If AEW won't go to Aki, WWE, go back to Aki.
Yeah, right?
You'd think they would.
They should, or hell.
But no!
You stole what I was going to do, yeah.
Yeah.
I can tell you one thing, bikes, not Vicarious Visions, but Amusement, right? The guys who were formerly owned by Sega back in the day.
Oh,
The ones that originally did the 2K label for Sega Sports.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, for Dreamcast.
That's technically the same team.
Yeah, it is, yep.
Oh, Visual Concepts.
Visual Concepts.
They don't care anymore.
Well, we can't have nice things anymore, so.
This is why we can't have nice things, as they say.
A factoid. Mattel used to use the same service 2K hosts their store with.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Mattel learned and switched.
Well, that's interesting.
But are we going to be in any more plagiarized levels?
Thanks for the factoid, Wheels. Did I know that?
All of a sudden, wow, now we're in Terminator land?
Oh, I would not be surprised. Speaking of which,
Did Kojima have a hand in this game with all the movie references?
I would not be surprised. No, maybe that's the reason why I never played this game.
Uh-huh.
Maybe
There you go.
Maybe I had that feeling. It's like, a certain
Secret Kojima.
a certain pretentious director had some involvement. I'm not touching it for 10 football.
I feel like... Now, I'm not saying, like, anime needs to be completely kawaii desu, but this feels almost too Westaboo.
Right?
Yes.
No, you're right, because, like, it's fine to be influenced, but if you try too hard to be anime, you're not being your own thing.
Same thing with anime. If it's trying too hard to be Western, it's like, you don't need...
It's like, yeah, exactly, that doesn't work.
True enough.
Be what you are.
Yeah, just...
Yeah,
Look,
just be true to yourself.
You
Don't.
have a Shota right there.
Mm-hmm.
I must question Father about
Yeah.
why he built such a ridiculous factory.
And here's the funny tidbit, guys. I'm the least biggest fan of anime and manga in this group, and I know the terminology that Cows over here is using.
Look at him. Why is he walking with the Ara woman? That's bad touch.
Wait, you mean the actual succubus?
And not to mention this little girl right here. Her name's Tio. I think she's our new party member in this game.
Oh, let me guess. She falls on the tropes that she's 1,000 years old, right?
Probably so. So I would
What's
say
funny
she was
is-
Go Japan.
I'm confused because her name is Tio. What?
Yeah.
Spelled just like that. Tio means uncle in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that, spelled Tio. Her name is Uncle Diddles.
Right.
It's all connected.
Uncle F starts with F, ends with A.
Oh God, I was gonna say. I don't know if I should say this. I don't know.
Just type it, Jerry.
Yeah, I'm gonna type it.
Not in our chat, not TGF.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna type this.
I gotta see this.
Yeah, because I said with the diddles and the Shota, I said this. Yeah.
Jerry, you know we live in Massachusetts, right?
Yeah, well, there's like 50.
So
Catholic churches around.
it's official. This game was actually made in the state of MA. Who would have thought?
A lot, actually.
This game was actually made by Japanese Americans.
You know, Jerry, I just realized.
That's just going nuts.
You know where Kmart's might be located? In our sister city over in Japan. Explains a lot.
Oh, Hokkaido, yeah, that is true. We do have a Japanese sister city.
Explains a lot.
That's just sound out.
Yeah, just to notify, that ain't me. That's not me.
No, sound out. Yeah. Really, you? Obviously, yeah. We're in the same call.
Yeah.
I'm being good.
God, what?
I'm actually doing my job.
Oh, now, as soon as I muted it, now Wheels is telling me in that thing that about 2K. Jerry, Digital River is 2K used to be. Oh, used to use. Sorry, used to use. Mm-hmm. Oh, he got sound out to fact check.
Now we're going up against
that's why.
Now we're going up against this dude who has a rhinoceros horn on his head.
That was the term Web Shop 2K uses. Digital River.
Oh
A
no!
rhino horn on his head, while one side horn on his right-sided, but he lost the left one. So I guess you could say he's a half bull.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Melphis.
Yeah.
Remember Thousand Arms? How, like, that game was just Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
Like,
All Star Wars all the
blatantly
time.
ripped off Star Wars.
and now this game is just every other blockbuster movie.
Also,
Oh, God.
was that another game developed by Game Arts?
No. Thousand Arms was developed by Red Entertainment and published by
That's
Atlas.
right. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's right. But still,
Yeah,
it falls in the same. It falls in the same problem.
I feel
Why
like-
didn't George Lucas sue them?
He has nothing but question marks. You're probably gonna lose.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think this is a story battle.
It is.
So Will said about this.
Yeah, I'm destined to lose
that,
this because he's not taking any damage whatsoever.
But what about what Will said here?
The Web Shop 2K uses
Mm-hmm.
Digital River. They scanned people and people got their information hacked. So 2K.
So it sounds a lot like 2K before 2K.
Mattel wisened up, but 2K is still like, yeah, let's use them. Well, that says a lot about
And
2K
why is
right
it that
there.
their NBA
Right?
games are actually doing better than everything else? Oh, I don't know.
Define better.
Oh, man, that's an attack.
That is.
You know what we should do next?
Yeah,
If we're
that's
playing
a
our-
simple attack, guys.
If I stream for once, if I finally get to stream, like say I get a job finally,
Mm-hmm.
something, I'm gonna stream Super Robot Wars.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that would be
The Game
cool.
Boy Advance game?
Um,
Or one of the more recent ones?
one of the older ones definitely.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know which one. Like I don't know if I'm gonna do. It's definitely gonna be a GBA one. I don't know if it's gonna be OG or J.
Mm.
With OG, I get to do OG 1 and 2.
Yep.
Yeah, you got killed.
Ah, yeah.
Yep. Anyway, we
Oh,
ought
they
to...
said again, why about the scam 2K?
Da-da-da-da-da. 2K.
Yeah, I was right, huh? You foolish automata.
But at least they say automata, right? They don't say automata.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I heard some people say automata, I'm like,
It clearly does not say that.
and the thing was, I thought we were just weird, but no, like they're the weird ones.
Yeah.
Because I know other people say automata, and I'm like,
That's not how you pronounce it.
LPH said about 2K, NBA 2K sells just because of microtransactions.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, sadly.
The good old micro. Why is
Especially that blatant, ad they had up 2 weeks ago that they had to take down.
Now here's one thing I'll give Yakuza, always give Yakuza credit for.
Mm-hmm.
Those games come out complete.
Oh yeah,
They do?
that's one thing you gotta give Sega credit for. Unlike their Sonic games.
Yakuza comes out complete. It does have DLC, but usually that's Japan, and when it comes over here, it's already
That guy just jumped out of the window. They didn't even have time to animate him jumping out a window. He just ran straight for the window.
You know who that was? The PTA is disbanded. Ah!
No. The PTA has not disbanded.
Starch House said that the SD Gundam Cross Rays game is coming to America,
Oh, nice.
and that's basically like Super Robot Wars, but only Gundam. No other series. Wheel says NBA has Nintendo mentality.
Yeah.
Look at those soccer games in general. Oh yeah, boy howdy.
Yeah.
All those FIFA games they have.
Yeah, with EA, yeah. I mean, the fact that even, like I was saying earlier, that the ad that they had, where they had stars saying, oh, look how cool the microtransactions, like telling this to kids. Like, that is definition of predatory behavior right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm about to say, FTC, why haven't you gone after those people and not YouTube?
Dude, here's the thing. It's run by a complete diphead, complete D-head, that by the name of Paya Jat. You know, the guy who was going to get rid of a really, really important thing that, takes care of the insect, a certain rule. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Net neutrality. If this is an oil snake salesman that doesn't care about that, what makes you think he's not going to care about, executives, doing predatory things to kids?
Funny enough, to combine the game and what we're talking about, that king there,
yeah,
the art of the king, the actual 2D art,
yes,
looked fine, but the 3D model, I thought that was Trump for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wait,
Oh,
what?
God.
I was like, wait a minute, he's in this game?
Whoa.
No, actually, it's a funny thing because
Prophetic.
it is, but it's funny to bring that up because that is, I would say that as a very wearying transition as of late in regards to animation and just overall, media, going from 2D to 3D, specifically with anime. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not hating on 3D anime shows. I just don't think we're there yet. You know what I mean? Because there's been some that look good, but there's a lot that looks like, why didn't you do this?
They're not. A lot of them still aren't. Yeah.
Rowan says, "I will take a stand." Okay, what are you going to call your stand's name?
Starchild said he beat the Chinese Yakuza 7 demo this morning.
Oh, nice.
LPH mentioned on all the Madden games with their microtransactions.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And Starchild also beat Yakuza 3 in the Ishin demos. And Wheels is back on his Pixiv dive, and he's playing GBO 2 without me.
And I'm back on track with Trails of Cold Steel
I'm here,
2,
I
by
know.
the way.
Well, how can you play? You're doing your job right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of me is like, oh.
You're here to watch us not say and not do anything to blur out, right?
I'm about to say, look at this setup. Now, when did we enter Xenogears territory?
I will not be surprised.
Gosh, this game is ripping off everything.
Jesus. Really is.
Now we got
Again, no wonder I didn't.
And now we got Rowan, who looks. Oh my God, Jerry, he does look like Donald Trump with that hair.
Yeah.
Like a mini Donald Trump. It's like, ugh.
I wasn't talking about him. I was talking about the Old Man King.
The older one, yeah, not Ronan.
But if you take a look at Rowan for what he is wearing that princely garb,
it did. The hair on him did look like Trump's hairpiece.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna build a wall.
I know when Well, and hey, Star Child, about Suikoden 3. Suikoden 3, it was the earliest game to actually go into 3D, but for what it did for its time, it was actually not that bad.
Can I say something? Wheels, you were right. I'm gonna let people think about that. I'm just gonna say, Wheels, you're right. Continue, Kyle.
I feel like LPH said he wants to watch War Games now because of. However, we are people, not the pawns nor the tools of Valmar.
Now, Valmar is trying to revive. Nice little accent there, because I know you're one of those famous VAs back in the day who voiced a character in the Metal Gear games, actually trying to give characters a dialect.
Which one?
Oh... Actually, I don't know. I'd have to go to its Wikipedia.
Okay, we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
I'm just asking out of curiosity, obviously, you know what I mean?
I know that Mareg is played by the guy who plays Raven in Metal Gear Solid, and as well as Ryuto being played by Liquid Snake himself.
Liquid!
And,
Brother!
Elena is being voiced by none other than Naomi Hunter.
Jennifer Hale.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what's weird? I was thinking of Jennifer Hale just yesterday.
Really?
Because I thought of something weird because of Mass Effect, because I think I saw something about Mass Effect.
Oh, it might be because of it was leaked from a certain PSF.
Oh, yeah.
Jason Schreier that's saying like, oh yeah, by the way, guys, Mass Effect 4 is currently in the early stages of development.
Don't you mean Mass Effect 5?
No, 4.
Oh, 4. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No.
You didn't get the joke out.
So, I'm about to say, so...
The film,
Harwoosh!
So Andromeda is nothing more than a spinoff. Okay, that makes sense. So no wonder its wonder its budget was crap. While they had Sarah Ryder just walking as if she has to take some dumps.
Here's reality: Andromeda never existed.
See, Jerry, you got it. It's like the Simpsons universe with Poochie.
Yeah,
it never happened.
Well, actually, more with Simpsons with Armin Tamzarian.
Yeah.
Where at the end, where he finally they kicked out the real Skinner and they said nobody will ever mention this again, under penalty of torture.
Which I'm still baffled that fans still to this day say that's when the dip in quality started. It's like, no, that's actually that's a good episode.
That still was good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
To me, even the season after season 10 was still good to me. It was
post season 10.
Exactly. It's after season 10 that's where I cut it off.
If I recall correctly, the guys that you and I like, Bill Oakley and Josh Weinstein, 10 was the last for them, right?
I think so. Unless somebody...
And it really shows. Because ever since then...
They both enjoyed their fine-looking barbecue pits.
But yeah, go what you were saying about LPH?
Oh, I just asked, and yet not Half-Life 3, but there is a Half-Life thing coming out.
And from the sound of things, it sounds like it could be a prelude to 3. Because they did confirm they're going to do more Half-Life games.
If Shenmue 3 could happen, Half-Life 3 can happen, right?
Yes.
Exactly, right? Mm-hmm. Or better yet, if Shenmue 3 could happen, as well as System Shock 3 being announced and releasing, anything's possible. Because remember, there was a time when a lot of people thought that System Shock 3 was never going to happen.
And if Death and Return of Superman could come out, then the Death and Returning of Superman can come out.
So Jerry, you mean hashtag release the Snyder Cut?
Yeah. Oh, jeez. My fate is to face my brother. I cannot avoid it.
Oh, so this is where we part with Rowan.
Star Child said Breath of Fire 4 had a pretty good blend of 2D and 3D.
It did, actually, yeah.
Breath of Fire, man.
Wait, was that Dragon Quarter?
I don't remember which one it was. I don't know if that was a PS2 one or...
Because I'm trying to recall if 4 was the last PS1 or the PS1 title or Dragon Quarter.
I know. 1 was SNES, 2 was S3 was PS1, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was. So yeah. I think he's talking about with 4 being the PS1 game because I know people did not like Dragon Quarter.
No, 4 was on PS1. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
There was
he's right on that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It had a really good blend of 2D and 3D.
Mm-hmm.
Breath of Fire 3 had Chun-Li as a little Easter egg.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, Breath of Fire 3. Oh, Breath of Fire 4 and Breath of Fire 3. Great games. Great games.
Okay, Capcom, it's time for Mega Man Legend 3 come out in the next decade. It's possible
to mention that. I was actually about to mention Mega Man.
I mean, we got that new Mega Man series producer, so he's more willing to take his time with the projects and make sure that they are of good quality when they're released. I mean, take a look at Mega Man 11. That turned out to be a really great game after it came out.
Because that's the problem that people, even in the fan base, did not think when, KG Infinity was there. It's like, it wasn't because of the quality. It was when KJ, he was thinking of the opposite. Quantity over quality. Because when you look at all the games that came out under his tutelage, it was basically annualized. Granted, there was different series, but they were annualized year by year. That's the reason why they stopped for a time, I believe. You know what I mean?
Yeah?
The next... Read the chat for me, right after, right there where LPH starts.
Okay,
That one's for you.
And I want my X9. You damn right! I want X9 too!
I believe that's going to happen.
But do you believe that's actually the next game that they're working on after 11?
Well, I mean, they are doing that Mega Man X collection, right?
No, you mean the Zero ZX collection? Yes.
Yeah, and that is a sequel to... Technically a sequel to the X series, so yeah, I do believe.
Mm-hmm. Besides, a lot of those Mega Man games do not have a proper conclusion, X included.
Mm-mm.
I mean, there's only 3 that have proper conclusions, and they are Zero, they are Battle Network, as well as Star Force. That's it.
Yep.
So, the original series, the X series, the ZX series, and Mega Man Legends, they do not have proper conclusions.
Will said in chat we had a good fight. Flight type who didn't fly.
Oh! We had a goof flight type who didn't fly. Oh man, that's.
Stupid.
If you're given the keys to a strong suit, you use it.
Yeah. Star Child. He actually asks a very good question.
Yeah.
Are the Grandia games connected? Or are they?
No,
in
they're
different
just
universes?
they're completely independent from each other.
So it's like the same mentality as Final Fantasy games, right?
Yeah.
And they never made a Grandia 3.
No, they did make a Grandia 3. It's in.
No,
No.
Okay.
Damn!
Okay.
it's all right.
All right.
It's alright.
I didn't add the sarcasm to it, so.
Nor did I.
Didn't put that stank on
because
it.
that's my thing. I just
Right.
say it as straight face as I can.
Right.
Yeah, you just don't acknowledge Grandia 3. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, you're not the only one, dude. A lot of people don't even acknowledge it either.
Exactly.
But like, for example,
Just like
we
how
were
I
talking
feel
about-
that there's no Breath of Fire after 4.
Well, same thing with me.
That's what
How
I'm
I
saying,
feel
yeah.
about Yu-Gi-Oh. After Volume 7, nothing happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean it turned to a card game show? Nah.
What do you mean?
Nah.
What do you mean card battles are in motorcycles now? Perish the thought.
Yeah, man, it's all about capsule monsters.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. Oh man, I would love.
It's
to
about
play
capsule monsters. And later,
I
it's all
also
about
love to play
motorbike card games.
that D&D ripoff that was in one of the manga chapters.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Oh, that
Yeah.
that dungeon dice thing that they did.
where they actually had like the full thing had miniatures and all that. That was dope.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They actually did make a capsule monsters game. So
It's kind of funny
or
when
you
you
can say
say
the same.
about,
Or you can say the same after. You can say the same about Bleach. I mean, after the whole Soul Society arc, nothing happened.
right? Or like me with Ruby, it's like, gee, it's a shame that nothing else happened after Volume 5. Or if I really want to be serious, gee, it's a shame that the show didn't continue after Season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was a dark joke there. I'm not
Oh.
going to say what it is.
I just remembered something. Wheels, but before I get to Wheels, because he wrote some funny things.
Oh, God. Yeah, there.
You know KOF All Stars?
Uh-huh.
Besides, I just found this out last night, and I told our buddy Doc about it because he's
You think best gotcha game?
it actually is.
oh yeah.
Actually is. It's a beat 'em up, and I love beat 'em ups.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
But it just needs better controller support. But
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
besides the Tekken crossover, there's a Gintama crossover with it coming.
I
Gintama.
saw that.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
It's gonna
That's
be
so random.
batshit insane.
And it has like a couple characters from Gintama, like good 5 or 6.
Oh, nice.
Star Child did get the Gundam Unit 4 and 5.
Okay.
Wheel said, don't forget Mega Man DMX.
Mega Man DMX.
Wheel said that's how they won because their goof flight type didn't fly.
Mm.
Star Child said every time he sees games like this, it reminds him that he should get Wild Arms 5th Vanguard. Wild Arms is the one we gotta play.
Yes.
Wow, yeah.
OG Wild Arms on PlayStation.
You know how unique that
they're like-
franchise is. I'm surprised there hasn't been a new game. Oh, can see what Will said. I'm sorry, Jer.
He liked the capsule monsters from the actual manga and the season 0 than the other anime.
Agreed.
And Star Child said, well, 90% of Bleach is filler. Of course.
Yeah.
And then Will said, but the best thing at the Volume 7 was Dungeon Dice Monsters. I love the DDM Game Boy game.
Did that game ever come over here overseas or no?
It must have.
Oh,
The,
which one?
the Dungeon Dice Monsters one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know even with the license when Konami had it,
Right.
and they still do. I
You
know there were some
said,
games that did come over.
The Capsule Monsters that was made for the 4Kids version of the anime sucked
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
compared
Oh,
to
yeah.
the original manga.
Well, there's always the PS2 game, at least.
5th Vanguard of Wild Arms never came to America.
Oh. I
They're
see.
like a lot of Super Robot Wars games. There's another one I want to play. OG Gaiden.
Oh, you mean Endless Frontier?
No, that one came. I would love to play. I beat that game.
I do have it on the DS. Endless Frontier.
Oh, nice.
I could tell you what to do in that game. That game's. It starts off
So
hard,
if
but
we-
the thing is,
So if
after
we
you
do need to
beat
do a live stream series on it, then yeah, we can definitely do that.
the new game plus
awesome.
makes you a little too broken.
Oh.
Because
Well-
if you keep the best equipment, if you get the best equipment in the first try,
Yeah.
you keep it.
Oh yeah.
Even though your level's level 1, you have like a level 100 end of the game sword, and you're just decimating people.
Not only that, not only we need to play that, but we
But
also
you
need to
get
play.
an optional boss fight if you play the New Game Plus.
Not only do we need to play that, but we also need to play Dragon Ball Z Attack of the Saiyans on the DS.
Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah.
Monolith.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And we would have to do everything, including the secret boss fight with Broly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense, but I love
Oh Lord.
it. Hey, Saiyan Saga characters, do you have a chance against Broly? No.
Nope.
Well, let's
Too bad. You're gonna die.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you're gonna like it. You're gonna die with a smile on your face.
But the Super Robot Wars game I said I'd like to play is the PS1 one, Alpha Gaiden, not OG Gaiden, Alpha Gaiden.
Alpha Gaiden.
Nice.
That one has an English fan patch. That one,
Yeah, a few of them do.
yeah. Super Robot Wars 3 has a fan patch. The original Super Robot Wars on Game Boy has a fan patch. J has a fan patch.
Yeah, I know that. I think I heard about the recent Super Nintendo entry did get a fan patch as a recent.
I got something funny to tell you
One of
guys.
the PS ones has a fan patch. I forget if it's K or W.
Did you hear about how Sakurai trashed his own game recently?
Oh what?
Where people what? I forget which I forget which publication it was. I think it was either Famitsu or Wondom. They were congratulating him of the recent Smash game Ultimate being the sales record for Street Fighter 2. And basically Sakurai was like, "Oh no, get that away from me."
Oh, by the way, Metal, the chat's for you because Wheels literally mentions you. So
Hey, Mareg, pump the jam, pump it up. Pump it, pump the jam. You'll pump it, pump. Look, he's just pumping it right there.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not too,
yeah.
that's not
But yeah,
too
Metal,
provocative, is it?
Oh, my chat's not working for some reason. What did Will say?
he said Metal just literally called out that crap game Capsule Monsters on PS2 as trash. Lol.
Well, I didn't say it was good. I'm just saying that it exists.
It's a thing. Yeah.
It's if you want to play Capsule Monsters, there you go. Or you could try to find the weird Pokemon Monster Rancher Game Boy one that never got brought over.
Oh,
yeah.
Wheels,
So
Starshot also says, you say it.
I'm hoping I can eventually stream the Zelda. I can't even say it either.
I'll take the bullet.
You brave soul.
Well, here's the thing. I don't like Nintendo, so that's gonna.
There you go.
I hope I can eventually stream the Zelda CDI games. Question: even though I don't care about Nintendo, Star Child, why?
I don't know about him. I can only answer for other people I know. They just want it in their collection.
Like, I'm asking because I care.
I don't know why you'd want to play it.
Well, it's like,
Yeah.
why would you want to keep those games in a collection? That just makes no sense.
I understand that.
It's like weird.
For
The
collection's
box
sake,
is
we
nice.
get it.
Like they're
What?
a
Wait.
weird piece of Nintendo history, yeah, but I wouldn't want to play them either.
Right.
I can understand
I
because
wanted to own it, but
especially like Zelda's Adventure is actually decently rare.
Yeah.
That's like the only accurate representation of the Zelda formula you'll ever see.
by the way, you see
Yeah.
how he's pumping there. LPH
Yeah.
said, "Is he playing Mario Party?"
Oh,
Oh Lord!
so
Well,
you playing
watch
Mario
your
Party?
palm,
No
man.
kidding.
Yeah, but what I was saying earlier, Jared, what I posted is what basically Sakurai said.
Or he's the ref in that.
Yeah, I read it.
Or he's the
Sorry,
ref
I
in.
put the reaction.
Or guys, he's the ref and the girl Tio. She's actually Charlotte Flair, for all we know.
No!
No, why do you have to bring that up?
Especially since Survivor Series is this weekend.
I know.
Sadly. Which, speaking of which, with AEW back this past Wednesday, how did you guys feel about that episode? Because honestly, I kind of felt a little underwhelmed watching it.
Yeah.
I'm not. It wasn't fantastic, but
It was a good episode, you know what I mean?
as long as it's not dog crap.
Exactly, right?
That's-
Yeah.
Because I don't expect any TV show to have all home run hitters.
Right.
Right.
I just felt that
But if it is dog crap, I'll call it out. I don't. I'm
Of
not,
course. Absolutely.
I just felt that the whole thing where Chris Jericho was acting like a little bee, if you know what I mean, with him. He can't even say the word sorry, as he had to have Jack Swagger do it for him, and as well as poor old...
kind of cheesy, yeah.
poor old Darvin Alley, or whatever his name is, who got his head pile-driven by John Moxley off the turnbuckle.
Oh, yeah.
So pretty much left him in a
up.
paraplegic state.
My biggest problem with that promo wasn't that, because I can understand where it was from you, Kyle, but to me that made sense with his character being portrayed as a Le Champion. My biggest problem was how long it was.
Oh yeah, it's just like
that was way too long of a freaking promo.
Mm-hmm.
Archild says, it's rare. Oh no, Wheels. For you again, Metal. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses is one of the fun and hardest games.
Yeah,
it is.
PS2?
Yeah, it's a bit different because it's also a sort of sequel to Forbidden Memories for the PlayStation, like PS1. It's different, but it's like a good different. You know what I mean? It's what was the other one I was thinking of? I think it was Falsebound Kingdom was another one that
I had the GBA one
that took the monsters from the game but put them in like a completely different game.
Yeah.
Like there's that. There's Destiny Board Traveler, which is a shitty Mario Party knockoff. Like seriously, it's
Wheels mentioned NXT this week was better than AEW, but that's because it was a big pay-per-view.
Yeah, go home episode before the Survivor Series coming up,
which makes sense.
Yeah, it was like the episode of AEW 2 weeks ago before Full Gear. I get that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
LPH says I need to get ready for Crisis on Infinite Earths next month.
Oh yeah.
Not to mention, we all have to get ready for issue 100 of IDW's Ninja Turtles run, because that's the end of City at War.
Sasha bringing back the nostalgia for me. Wow. Orphan. PS2.
Oh God, Orphan.
And we
were just talking about that this year.
I used to watch the anime a lot, and I had the game.
That's right.
I remember Quentin.
Orphan, yeah.
I remember Quentin Flynn voicing Orphan in the PS2 game.
Mm-hmm.
That was like one of the earliest animes I remember getting into on my own. And then getting the game, and the game was not as good as the show. The show was funny.
Yeah, at least you have a protagonist who can actually use magic and not use just a blatant sword as every other male protagonist of that trope.
Hero Club 2-0. Okay, Wheels.
200 wins achieved.
I should be at Star Child's level, but because I gave up on GBO2 for a while, that was like,
yeah,
like I'm only back because everyone else came back. I'm like, all right.
Are you going back?
People tend to forget that stuff happens.
Are you returning to GBO2 on Tuesday?
If I don't have this vertigo, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to let you know that I'm probably not going to be able to make it this time because I got people coming over to my house Tuesday.
Oh, well, yeah.
Putting in some new windows.
Oh,
man.
Yeah, no. Well, Star Child, Metal, and
oh yeah, we could be here. Definitely.
Yeah, we'll be here. Don't worry.
All right.
Because there's so many people already in clans. Right now it's just you and me, Kyle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, didn't we have a third person in our clan?
It's Metal's Japanese account.
Oh, so he's the third person. Okay.
Yeah. Japanese Metal's with us, American Metal's in Hero Club.
Yeah.
Man. And they don't let you do two clans, and Wheels even says...
No, they don't.
Oh, that blows.
It's kind of stupid.
It does. It is.
It is.
Because, like, if I knew about the clan thing, I would have just held off and we'd be all in the same clan. I wouldn't have made Fighter Club. But
right.
Well, it's done. It's done. It's done. It's just like frick. They should allow two clans then.
Yeah.
At least two. You know.
You know, I find it weird how I was always playing. You know, I was always playing with you guys back on Tuesday. You know, playing in your same group, but we kept losing. But when we went our separate ways near the end of the stream, and I actually played in a match by myself with some others, that I actually won in that group's match.
I tell you, the real gotcha of GBO2 isn't the suits you get. It's the team you get.
Oh yeah.
Because yesterday, I did play, but just without my headset, because I do vertigo. Like, I think this headset doesn't help.
Right.
Which is why I got on so late, too. Like, besides walking, I was like, oh, I don't want to keep this on all day, because I think that doesn't help.
Mm-hmm.
But the team, like, yesterday, I got into a match with a team that kept knocking me down. They didn't defuse the bombs. They never even tried to defuse the bombs. I'm the only one.
Okay, somebody, I'm gonna ask somebody in the chat. Clip that, what you see on screen right now, because that's a new meme right there. What is this, quote unquote, family? Or
Yeah.
So an automata or automata does not know the term family, or just some regular bimbo who doesn't even convey any emotion.
What is a cemetery?
What's a paladin?
God.
All very good questions.
So I take that back. So Final Fantasy Type 0 actually ripped off this game with that.
Wheels said about the clans, you can't freely switch between them. You got to be in one. If you're gonna go to another, you got to drop the other.
Yeah.
He said because he said to about me, because like if you were in our group, we'd already be clan level 2.
Yeah.
And Star Child said, "Yeah, I'm a machine. Lol. Played it when it first dropped. Backed it, and it didn't even have the English option." There's someone else who I see on YouTube. He played it. He's been playing since GBO 1 on YouTube, and he uploads his matches, and he's like, "This dude's good. He does what we do. He does what we do. Like he has friends playing, and they'll upload their side of the match." Except he's like us, except better because he's A rank and like Master Sergeant. And that's because he's playing on his American account, because in his Japanese account he's even higher.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot to mention, since we were mentioning the voice actors in this game, I forgot to mention that the Hawks guy, voiced by Colonel Campbell himself, Paul Eiding.
Oh, you know, I
Grandpa.
can tell his voice real quick when I hear,
Yeah.
because I heard him in he's in
Sorry.
Skyrim, and he's also in Superman Apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he is.
Granny Goodness. Oh no, that's right. Because Granny Goodness's voice is the same person who did
in the
J. Jonah
yeah.
and Spider-Man 90s cartoon, and as Ed Winsler in funny enough Boondocks.
Ha! Oh, Grandpa had one, sir. Okay. What was I saying?
And rest in peace, John Witherspoon.
Oh yeah. Paul Eiding as Paul Kent.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, is that Colonel Campbell as Superman's dad?
Yep.
And he voiced a character too in Ben 10. I think he's supposed to be Ben's grandpa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which Ben 10 though? The one now or?
The original.
The original.
Yeah, because the one now is a different guy.
The one that started all the way back in 2006.
It's funny. I didn't care about Ben 10, and this new one I actually kind of like. I don't know why.
No.
I'm like, you know what? I got nothing to complain about here. It does its job. It's a kid's show with bright and colorful, like.
Yeah.
Valmar's moon, huh?
It's like the DuckTales is good too.
Well, that's
The current
reason why, 'cause-
DuckTales cartoon. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's phenomenal.
Well, the reason why that works so well is because unlike what most reboots don't get is that you need a team that are actually fans of the property.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Say,
And if they have
Ghostbusters.
many ideas on how they can, make their own take actually for the better, then there you go.
Oh, and by the way,
Darkshout asked,
Terminator.
did they make a Ben 10 live action?
Yes, they did.
Oh yeah, they did.
Unfortunately.
And yeah, it looked horrible.
Looked horrible like the
Yeah,
last Airbenders live action movie.
No, that's worse because unlike it being a live action theatrical release, it was straight to made to TV.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, it was just a
it comes right back.
yeah, like a TV special, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like a one-off like TV thing. So yeah,
It
it had even less budget.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, we can at least give the Last Airbender live action film. It looked like a theatrical release.
You probably
Star
don't.
That's the only positive.
For any 80s buffs out there, you probably remember Teddy Ruxpin even had a live-action one-off thing.
Suffering so
Yeah.
Star Show said he liked Gizmo Duck in the old DuckTales.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Gizmo Duck.
Wheels thought the first Ben 10 movie was decent.
I really
The second
don't
one was
know
terrible.
anything about the world.
You know which movie was... The first movie was terrible, but the second one was actually awesome? Guyver.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a given.
Guess I can't call you.
Bio boosted armor. Guyver.
Voiced by none
That's-
other than
Yeah.
Solid Snake himself, Sean Barker. I mean, David Hayter. Or,
Oh,
no,
by the
I
way-
mean Sean Barker.
And
Yeah.
by the way, people have said that Mark Hamill got snubbed in The Last Jedi. You've never seen Guyver 1, have you?
Oh yeah,
They said, and
that-
somehow it was canon.
Yeah.
oh,
Star
God,
Child says, I have
yeah.
a Teddy Ruxpin, the original one from 1985, not the abomination they are selling now. Oh, yeah, with the LCD eyes. Oh, God, that's
Come
nightmare
and
fuel.
Dream with me tonight.
Oh, God. If you guys have not seen the new form
I've
of Teddy
seen it.
Ruxpin, oh, my
We
God.
have- I've seen it.
It is nightmare fuel.
Well,
It's like you're looking at a Teddy Ruxpin
I'm glad I
anime
haven't.
character.
Wait, you mean even more Nightmare Fuel than the original one, Kyle?
Yeah. Far more nightmare fuel with the modern take than the original. And I
Hey,
used
by
to
the
have a
way,
Teddy
holy
Ruxpin
crap.
when I was little. My sister and I,
Yeah.
we were fans of it when we were toddlers.
But it didn't turn out like that. I couldn't escape from my painful past.
But yeah, just those LCD eyes. It's like, oh, God.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we'll continue this conversation.
After you stop having that mental breakdown, Kyle?
I'm done.
Okay.
I was gonna say we'll continue this conversation after the air stops breathing.
Yes.
You think that's air you're breathing?
If it weren't for this
Matrix quote.
Yeah,
I may have never
I pictured Lawrence Fishburne right when he said it.
Oh.
Ryudo,
What if I
LPH
told
said,
you?
it's I who should thank you.
Why are 80s toys nightmare fuel?
Can be so honest.
Because it was the 80s.
Can be so
It
strong.
was a different time.
You know,
A
the
better
mentality
time.
was, we're all gonna die, so why not?
Yeah.
Star Child just showed me his OG Teddy Ruxpin, which is adorable, unlike the
I love
one that
this wonderful
is
world. I love everyone who lives
the spawn of
and
Satan.
works hard to
Yeah.
make it better.
I remember my dad once put a Metallica tape in mine, and it was kind of awesome and frightening.
What the world?
And that's the line I-
That would be-
I mean-
that's terrifying yet amazing at the same time. I agree with you.
I mean, yeah, the mouth didn't move because it didn't have like the right, mechanical tones to tell it to move its mouth. But yeah, hearing Teddy Ruxpin singing "fucking Master of Puppets," that's kind
You know,
of
it's even-
interesting.
You know, it's eerie, Metal. I was about to say the same damn joke you just said.
Discord server status. What's going on
There's
here?
only one way that you could actually do Teddy Ruxpin justice. Just put in a cassette tape of Slayer, and then you're all set.
Yeah, Rain Blood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are servers down? No, you're just being weird.
Or heck, if it's possible, some Mastodon would be nice.
And the '90s Furby toys.
Oh.
Those were nightmare fuel for you, LPH.
No, but they did the same. Like when you were talking about the recent revived Teddy Ruxpin's Kyle. They did the same thing too with the Furbies with their eyes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
LCD. Yeah, because that makes sense.
Oh boy.
Somebody figure out the
And
children. Well,
and
you
I-
know, think
Charles
not
said
thinking about the children.
he played
And I
music tapes in his
and I really
too.
think my mental breakdown actually ruined a really good moment between Ryudo and Elena because they were actually having a moment in this game.
Oh yeah, Star Shot. That's true. Woof. Whew. He said people actually died for Furbies. Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, because didn't the same thing happen with the Tickle Me Elmo craze that happened in
Oh,
96 too?
oh yes.
Basically.
Tickle Me Elmo gave my dad PTSD. I'm not even kidding. Gave him legit PTSD because he worked at Toys R Us when that was hot.
That's right, he was.
Your fury, O Earth.
And
I can only imagine.
people would just bug him for one and saying, "I'll pay you $800 for one," and like, we don't have any in stock. I'm not
He's
supposed.
like, damn it, we don't have any.
Whenever he'd hear the name Tickle, he would like start breathing heavy, and he was like, "Oh God."
I can only,
Jerry,
I can only imagine what.
Didn't take the 100.
Okay, Discord is down. Okay.
I can only imagine what type of Burt strips that people would come up with in the future with Tickle Me Elmo dolls. Why he's laughing so much, because he's always plotting for murder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna send you a message, Wheels.
But Jerry, it's a shame that your dad didn't take that money and say, "Oh yeah, I'll put it on layaway for you," and never give it to them. You know, it's just proper revenge. It's like, okay, you give me PTSD, well, I'm gonna take your money.
Wheel says, "Don't touch me." Elmo was a hot seller.
Uh-huh.
After all, Elmo knows where you live.
Oh, Elmo. It's like, no thank you, because when it comes to me and Sesame Street, I always enjoyed the Yip Yip Martians more.
You know which ones my dad liked
yeah.
and he tried to tell people about instead of Tickle Me Elmo?
What?
Real Talkin' Bubba.
Oh,
Real
yeah,
Talking
that one.
Bubba. Now that sounds familiar.
He was a plushie that you touch his hands and he started talking.
Yeah.
But he talked more. It was more like organic. Like he would talk like a real person and like. Yeah, he'd be like, "Oh, Real Talking Bubba."
Why are you reminding me of a story I think is BS of the infamous dancing Jar Jars from episode 1?
Right.
That somebody like intentionally set off all the talking Jar Jars in the toy aisle, and the next person who came into the toy aisle literally vomited because of all the fucking shit that they were talking and dancing. I'm sure that's not 100% truthful, but
I
it's
kind of
still
hope
funny.
it's not. Why still? I want that to be true.
It's still it's a
Just the mental
thing.
image alone, just hearing that.
Yeah.
Oh, like in Clerks 2, where he got so mad he vomited. Lord of the Rings fan. You do not talk about JR.
And then right before the street ends, he.
Now, what happened in Toys R Us with Real Talking Bubba was my dad would hide in the aisle and watch people walk by it, and they get freaked out because Bubba would just start talking.
Oh.
My dad would bring other coworkers, like he's like, shh, wait, look, there's another guy walking by.
That's amazing.
My dad would troll people with Bubba.
So he was doing God's work.
Well, he is pastor.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, there you go.
You got it, Jared. You got it.
Starchild said he works with a guy that has a phobia of dolls. But don't you work at a store that sells toys?
Yeah, that's kind of a weird place to work if you have a fear of dolls.
Yeah.
That's like saying I work at video games and I am deathly afraid of discs.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Oh God, I'm doing that thing.
I have a phobia for circular things. Then why are you working at a game store?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I can imagine Homer doing that.
I don't know.
Because, okay, hello, my name is Mr. Burns. I believe you have a letter for me. Okay, Mr. Burns, what's your first name? I don't know.
I don't know. Yoink.
That's one of my favorites.
Oh, Starshell said he just doesn't go down the toy department.
Well, fair
One of
enough.
these days, Starchild, shove him in the toy department.
Yes. Yes.
Good old torture.
Oh, that's terrible. He doesn't
Yeah.
like the ones that have eyes that move, so he turns them around while he's working there. So,
Oh, I don't blame him. Ooh.
Right? I mean, you know what? You know what's a real
Careful,
phobia?
man. Don't choke.
You know what an actual phobia is? Feel like someone's actually watching you. That's not a fun feeling. It sucks.
LPH said, so no video of that? Oh, crap, what were we talking about earlier?
I think he was talking about what your dad did when he was still working at Toys R Us.
with the hand talking Bubba or whatever.
Oh yeah.
97, like only people I knew that had camcorders were the Richie Riches.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
back in Connecticut, one of the church sisters had a camcorder.
Of course.
You remember when
Oh,
VHS you remember when VHS recorders were like $1,000 to buy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. Because the technology back then was still new.
It's pretty weird, but it's real. The dolls.
Oh yeah.
Hey, so let me ask you something. To those who play fighting games, why? Oh, why? No, we already asked this question. I'm asking the chat because we already talked about it.
Right.
The chat that plays fighting games. Why do you think that developers don't want to add GGPO to their netcode so that they can have a stable online fighting game experience? And they want to use their own that stinks. That's for chat, and wait for them. And Star Child said his grandpa had a VCR with remotes that had wires that plug into the VCR. That's right. The remote
Old school.
VCR, yeah.
Old school.
Ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Really old ones. Yep.
Like those were like the first gen of VHSs, right?
I think that was back when it was still fighting
VCRs.
Betamax.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Remember Betamax?
I remember.
Who doesn't?
Mails. No,
I'm surprised you didn't say the actual term, Jerry, but thank God you didn't.
yeah.
Beta. Yeah.
Dragonfly Slayer.
Dragonfly Slayer. It is the beta.
I just imagine that as a commercial now with that
Yeah.
guy doing a commercial.
Yeah.
Star Child said, I'm guessing they won't add GGPO because if they can make a game with their own server, they can charge more money. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
True.
Hey, that sounds like Namco.
That actually does sound like Namco.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, I never had problems with... No, I had problems with Tekken.
Mm-hmm.
Funny enough, I never had problems with fighters, though.
Right.
So it's like, well, then again, I know different developers, but still, like, what the heck?
Oh,
Yeah.
Namco.
But it's also hypocritical. It's that same game developer we're just talking about, fighters.
Are
It's
not
also
doing
the
it, yeah.
same- Yeah, so it's kind of like, wait, what the heck, man? You know what I mean?
Oh, God, those things are dancing on his face.
Yeah. The face huggers on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they're crabs, but still, I just could not resist.
I mean,
making
I
that.
was thinking the same thing, too. I just didn't want to say it, because like, we already talked about them, but yeah.
Yeah.
They basically are.
I mean, we already had to deal with a really big one at the very beginning of the stream for tonight. And that thing was pretty Nightmare Fuelish, too. In a sense.
We're on a beach. At least we're not in creepy Geiger land or hell.
Yeah.
And also, I kept trying to
That
say...
is true.
Now I find my time to say this, but... Boy, this game doesn't look blurry or nothing. It's still... Like, I know for the time, the poly models aren't as high as, like, now, obviously, but... They at least still look smooth and junk. Like, I don't know if that's just how good the Dreamcast is, or if it's the cord you're using.
Now, I was gonna say, if you're looking at the stream right now, how is the quality since I had to,
It
change...
looks awesome. That's why
it looks pretty cool.
I was trying to bring it up earlier, but now it's my time.
Oh, good.
That's what I was trying to say. Like, is it the cord? Because it actually, like, other than, like, you could tell they're still kind of low poly, it still looks passable for today.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's good, because I noticed that every time when I stream, that the quality was a little barf at times.
Yeah, well, now it looks clear.
Yeah, so it looks like me getting to those optimal settings for, putting it on quality instead of max performance, it actually does make a difference quality-wise with the stream picture, essentially.
So I don't know if, like, if that's a combination of, like, how powerful the Dreamcast was, like, at the time, where Dreamcast got underestimated. People think...
Oh, yeah.
Like, people think, like, it was only just a slightly better PS1. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Look at DOA 2 on Dreamcast, man. That looks pretty darn good.
That was a leap and a leap above a generation compared to PS2.
And Shenmue, obviously, that looks like
Seeing the categories.
yeah.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, and we were playing the original Shenmue on the Dreamcast, and even with the HDMI cable, it still looked really good when it was upscaled to even either 720 or 1080p.
It was not crap.
That game aged pretty good, all things considered.
And speaking of which, I'm pretty sure I told you guys this, but I did finally get my copy of Shenmue 3 via Amazon back on Thursday.
Oh, nice.
So, I'm all happy.
A lot of Star Trek said a lot of Namco Bandai's anime games with multiplayer usually always have issues and limitations.
Yeah.
Both Xenoverse games had issues, yeah.
Oh,
Xenoverse.
And now GBO.
GBO.
And now
Gundam
Jump
Versus.
Force!
Yeah. God, yeah.
But let's be blunt, who really cares about Jump Force?
But seriously, though, why in the hell did that get a nomination for this year's Game Awards?
That's a very good question.
So what are you saying, Metal?
God. Yeah, like, pretty much all Namco Bandai games have shit netcode. It's
Yep.
they just don't know how to internet, I guess.
Yeah. I wish if we're paying $60 for Plus or for Xbox Live or for
Private
Nintendo
servers.
or for Nintendo Scooby.
Mhm.
So I don't know what it's called.
Oh, Nintendo Switch Online?
Yeah, okay, Nintendo Scooby's a better name then.
Okay,
Yeah, it is.
Scooby.
It is.
Okay,
But still,
fair
I
enough.
get where you're coming from, dude. Private servers.
Yes, you got exactly. Why not? Why are we still doing peer-to-peer straight up if we're paying money?
Because they don't want to admit that their services to a degree still suck.
Why am I paying you for something that I don't? My internet does automatically, regularly by itself. Like I should be paying you extra. If I'm paying you on top of my ISP,
Like, you're bringing up a good point here, because you know what I want to see that happen this coming generation with the PS5 and whatever the next successor to the Xbox One is? They're not going to do it, but I wish they would go back to it. Have the basic be free, and then have these versions we're currently paying, the $60 versions, have not only the stuff that we care about, but more importantly, private servers.
for real, it needs to happen. I know it won't, like I said, but it should.
Because paying P2P servers, from regardless, like saying like $10 or $60 a year, is a ridiculous thing. And today, in my opinion, should be free. If it's able to be free through a platform like PC, and especially PC gaming, the same should be applied to console gaming, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Starchild mentioned, speaking of how bad it was, and I remember this in Xenoverse 1, people had to come up with weird ways to join their friend's party because they wouldn't let you just join your friend.
That's the reason why the game quickly died, right?
Yeah, and part 2 fixed
I mean, one died quicker than 2.
Yeah, it did. 2 is still kind of going.
Speaking of trash, we knew it was trash. We knew it was going to be trash when it first announced, but tell the good folks what LPH said just now, Jer.
And Google Stadia is dead.
Just dead.
Like everything from Google.
Y Google Stadia es muerte.
Yep.
Google Stadia Dia de los Muertos. The day that Google Stadia died.
It's kind of sad that the only successful product that Google's made in the last decade has been an email server. That's it.
Yeah, not Chromebook or anything else that Google's put out, or the Google phones or anything. Just Gmail.
Mm-hmm.
I like how you can eat those frogs. You should be able to eat those frogs. Oh well.
I mean, guys, remember...
Get some frog leggies out of them.
Okay, yeah, so I was right. Xenoverse 2 is still busy, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's also a free version, yeah.
And not to mention with Xenoverse 2, the new Majub or Super Oob DLC is coming out pretty soon.
Right,
I kind of want to download the free version just to see, because the last time I stopped playing Xenoverse, I was like level 85 and like...
That's right. That was a couple of years ago, in fact.
I was like, I pretty much did everything, but with what's new, maybe I can...
Wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Would not hurt. But yeah, but Star Child, that's what was getting the point of, like, that, you know, where its sequel is faithfully alive. It's sad that how its original game died off so quickly because of, you know, Bandai being Bandai.
Mm-hmm. Which I really
Oh
hope.
wow,
that,
this guy actually called
and I think I even
Red
made mention of it too. That I hope that the new Tales of Arise doesn't even follow a really bad fate when it releases. But my gut is telling me that it's probably going to. I mean, I can understand that Bandai Namco's trying to make that new game to appeal more to Western audiences, but at the same time, it's like that. There could be a hitch that could go wrong in its delivery.
Which I get, because I understand your frustration, because on one hand, I do want to see something drastically different for that series, especially one that's been going on for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, too, I understand why you want that normalcy of what you expect from a Tales game. You know what I mean? It's a weird balancing act. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I just hope it really does. It really does well. That's my only concern, is that it does really well to say.
Those are
hey,
the toughest frogs I've ever seen. They're able to take a sun.
They're called flame toads, by the way.
Yeah.
No wonder they can take those fires. So they're basically like salamanders in a sense.
Yeah.
Remember Charmander?
Yeah.
Star Child said they added. Yeah.
You remember Greg Proop's quote from Whose Line Is It Anyway via where in the game of Superheroes he yelled out, "Great leaping salamanders of flame!"
Mm-hmm.
Star Child said they added stuff from Super on Xenoverse, like Ultra Instinct, which is like, I quit before they added that stuff, so that's why I'm like thinking, like, I don't know, should I try the light version?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Oh.
I was playing a human, I remember. I was playing Emmy.
Wait, those weren't all the toads I defeated? I thought they were all together. Game!
What a weird game.
Speaking of weirdness, guys.
What's up?
I'm sorry to do this, I really am.
It's funny how we were talking, how we were saying about, the boss that we went up against at the start that looks like a face hugger. Don't the little symbols at the bottom, on the waiting command on the wait list, don't they look like face huggers too right now? Those flame toads at the very bottom?
The icons on the bottom, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God! I just saw what Jeff posted. Oi!
That's from the patch!
That's about as. God!
Oh God!
I mean, who was it? The one that brought up the patch, the broken AF patch? Star Child. Yeah.
Oh
Star
God!
Child wasn't wrong.
Nightmare fuel.
This is my reaction to it.
So you're gonna have your mental breakdown too. Okay, so I'm not alone.
Star Child said it'll be worth to check the Xenoverse. But guess what I'm probably gonna do right after this? I'm like, yo, let's get on GBO.
Oh yeah. I thought two things. One, you were saying, yo, let's get on Gundam, or I'm gonna go sleep.
I might. It depends on how bad my. Right now, I don't feel bad.
Well, that's good.
Right.
However, I do know that this headset that I'm tapping on.
Right.
Doesn't help, because that's why I didn't do any headset stuff yesterday. That's why I didn't stream.
Well, here's the thing. Once we get off, before we switch to Discord, if it's still working, dude, just switch from your computer to your iPad.
I am. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch to my phone too, since I'm all by myself in the house right now.
Because the headphones that I use on my iPad don't give me that problem, because they're not. These ones right here are heavy. Like my mom's asking, like, I don't get it. This is like, no, mom, it's that they're heavy. They push. I think they what's the word? They put tension on my nerves in my head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like my pillow does, which is why I get the vertigo in the first place. Because I haven't gotten any vertigo from just allergies anymore. Because that stopped.
Yeah.
Now it's just that my pillow just went, and I got no other pillow. Pressure on the side of my head, yeah, Star Child, yeah. That's why I didn't stream yesterday. And then I woke up today feeling fine until I actually got off the pillow, and then that pressure was like, hey, how's it going?
Did you take any Flonase to help?
You're going to.
Yeah, I took Flonase, yeah.
That's good. Because I remember you saying that it does tend to help you.
If I didn't have the Flonase, I probably wouldn't be here talking right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably be throwing up from the spinning, making me nauseous.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I used to do that when I was young. When I was a little kid, I used to just spin around and around in the living room just very fast
Yeah,
until like.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I did that too. Just spin for no reason. Then they're like, oh. At first, the spinning's fun, but then after, I'm like, oh, that was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we're trying to get vertigo manually.
Yeah, exactly. Man, exactly. I'm like, what? Now I'm like, oh, no. Ric Flair has vertigo?
Really?
Really?
I had no idea.
Guess who
Yeah,
gets
news to me.
Ultimate Warrior.
Oh.
Suplex time, and the bone, there's a hairline bone that usually, this is what causes it for most people.
Uh-huh.
There's a bone in there that if it moves, it's a tiny, tiny bone, looks like a hair.
Yeah.
But if it moves inside your inner ear, the room starts spinning, and when he got suplexed, that bone broke, or something like that.
Ouch.
Oh.
Ric Flair now has vertigo after Ultimate Warrior was like, I'm gonna suplex you, Flair!
Before you light up the rocket fuel?
The rocket fuel ship to Mars and give you vertigo.
And then he died.
Also, weather changes. That's true, Starchild, because I'm not the only one getting sick like this. I went to the store earlier today, and everybody there was sick.
Yeah. Funny enough.
And Jeff too. Weather.
Yeah.
I was sick for 2 months.
Yeah.
But
Dang, man. 2 months?
yeah, I had a cold for 2 months, but I'm feeling 100% now.
I don't know about and metal, since we're all same.
And I got my flu shot like about a week right before that cold hit me.
Has Visible become a corpse again?
We haven't given him a chance to talk yet. That's
Okay.
How about you, Metal? Have you been sick?
Yeah, I have been. As of late, it's been really cold here, so there's bugs going around and such.
I swear, it's either the start of winter or start of spring.
Yeah,
That's another thing. Like I don't like. That's what I asked. I told you, Jeff. Like I don't know if it's actually. I don't know if it's just a pillow or if it's that there's a bug going around on top of that.
Or how about C? All the above.
All the above. Yeah, exactly.
And the same guy who survived a plane crash, LPH says.
That's right.
Hey, do you like those crack? I bought some when I was at the store because like, ooh, I don't know why I haven't eaten these in a while, but I bought some at the store. You know those crackers where you dip in cheese.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I bought some of those, but they were pretzels instead. I'm like,
Oh, nice.
Oh.
I'm buying it. It's $1.
And usually, since it's the holiday season, my family and we do tend to make almond bark-coated pretzels.
Oh, nice.
Starshell said he doesn't get sick much, but during the season changes, which is now. Especially since this season was weird. It was still warm for a while, and then it got cold. Like now only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I actually feel the pressure on my head right now. So,
Yeah.
but it's still a half hour
But-
left, so I might.
Which is good,
I
yeah.
think I can make it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
we only
there's
got less than 30
left
minutes
to our
away,
season,
so-
which is good.
We got less than 30 minutes away before the end of the
feel
stream,
like,
so
I
you should
feel
be
like
good.
Mojo in I feel like Mojo in The Simpsons. I feel like Mojo where I'm just like, but instead Jerry, pray for Jerry.
Yeah.
Pray for Jerry.
It's
My
George Butt, buddy.
Hashtag pray for Jerry. That's
my response to that: quit stalling. What's the plan?
all right. Just sir, take your seat. Take your seat.
Yep.
Starshell said, "Yeah, drastic weather changes will do it." LPA said, "I got my flu shot, Lucky. I did too, but
Yeah, I did too, but
I was
that
just
was right
waiting for
before.
Jeff-
That was like 1 week before that sickness hit me.
well, Jeff, you said it before we streamed. We talked about this, and Jeff said it like, and I said it too, where the flu shot gives you the actual flu. That's what Jeff said. Which is true. And also, the flu shot is for that specific strain of flu they think is going to be. So, it doesn't necessarily protect you from another strain.
Exactly. That's what people tend to forget.
It's just whatever strain they believe will be the one that's
it's
going to be.
they're not
frequent.
being they're not
and
being
that's
very
the thing about
accurate or
viruses.
very
They get
honest
about
with
it,
their
too.
customers.
Yeah, it's not an exact science, It's just.
Yeah,
It's
because
still better to get it though. Don't.
it is.
Oh yeah.
it's a precaution. It's good, but here's the problem. Like what we're bringing up, viruses like anything else
Like,
in
it's not a guarantee.
life and existence. It can evolve too. You know what I mean?
Getting a flu shot doesn't guarantee you not getting sick. That's what I'm trying to say here.
That's what we're both saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Starchild says he never gets them. Well, you're still young. Well, when you're older, you're gonna want.
You're gonna want them.
I mean, that's the good thing about I don't
people
have
that
to do it
should get
now.
them
Live
are
on my own,
kids
which
or
is good.
old. Yeah.
Because when I was still living with my grandma, I still had to because she had little to no immune.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So wherever I want to, I had to do it because it was mandatory where I was living. But thankfully, since I'm living my own, that's not the
I
case.
still get them myself just because I'm, I'd rather be. Even if it's some protection, I mean, hey. I'll take it.
The only time I only ever got
I could've
pneumonia
had-
like twice in my life, and that's when I was 4 and 5 respectively.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what got Frankie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh.
Frankie, our buddy Frankie, Kyle.
Yeah.
Golly, that's what got him.
Yeah.
He had pneumonia.
He had pneumonia and he succumbed to it and passed
Which
away.
is still nuts.
Yeah.
Like, people
Oh
tell me
yeah.
Still too real, man.
Like that's the sad thing. People tend to be like, "Oh,
joke, bro.
Pneumonia is not that
It's
big
an
of a thing."
effect, yeah.
It is.
It is. That's
Pneumonia
why
is a big thing.
I'm not trying to be a downer. I'm just saying, like,
No,
if you think
You're
got
just saying the truth.
yeah,
it's
go to the hospital.
it's very, very serious.
Go to the hospital, bro. So
I mean, even my grandpa, who currently has congestive heart failure, had to go to the hospital.
oh yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that.
By the way, sorry to hear
Yeah.
that, man.
Yeah, but thankfully he's doing better from what I heard.
Which is
Good to
good.
know.
I did
And
pray. I
And
didn't
I
just.
said it was a good thing that he actually went to the doctor to actually get this, get himself checked out before having to go to the hospital, because if he didn't go in any sooner, it probably would have advanced badly.
Well, of course, yeah.
Oh, speaking of me being sick, that's one good thing. I see my doctor Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Got to treat
Legit, that is a good thing, dude.
got to treat your vertigos.
Yeah.
That's why she gave me the Flonase. I mentioned it before, but I have to also tell her about the arthritis in my knees
Yeah.
Ooh.
because I've already been diagnosed with it, but it's not in my record.
Really?
Ooh,
I have to
that
tell
is
her.
that's
I have
not
to tell her
good.
to put it
Yeah,
in my
that is.
record.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, you need to get that
Because-
registered.
It has to be, yeah, exactly, because that's probably what's hurting me with that lawsuit. Because I mentioned my knee,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, we don't see anything in your record about it." So I'm like, "But I do have it in my knees. I got died." What do you think that crunching sound is when I walk?
Right?
You think I just walk with a bag of Skittles?
You know what the fake
Bag of
yes.
Skittles.
They
Sure.
probably- yeah,
You know what the fake yes.
yeah, why not? I don't always have a bag of Skittles.
Even though Skittles sound very good to snack on right now, but still, making your knees sound like a bag of Skittles when you walk, yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah, that's because I asked my doctor at the same bloody clinic, mind you, the doctor I had before.
Yeah.
At the same clinic, he said, "Yeah, that's osteoarthritis." And then of course, and that's another thing that has to be my record because people every time I tell people that they just laugh, say you're too young for that. Like, trust me, I know
No.
somebody.
Yeah,
I mean,
because that can happen.
to-
God forbid, it
any
can happen
type
to
of
young
sickness
people
can
too,
happen to
right?
anybody, or any type
Exactly.
of body abnormality can happen to anybody, even when they're young.
Regardless of age, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
The
seriously,
company
and there are kids who actually do get cancer at a young age.
Unfortunately,
Sadly,
yeah,
yeah.
it's true. The company that I was working for, the one I'm in the lawsuit for,
Uh huh.
Mhm.
they straight up said that. I said I have it. It just laughed, literally laughed, and said you're too young. I'm like, oh, my doctor's just, oh, you're a doctor, huh?
Yeah, apparently. Jerry, it's even better that you're suing them now, because that's defamation right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, look, I want to get that on my record. And look, see, I've been had this. So that way, those people are like, you're too young. I'm like, no. And I know somebody younger than me with arthritis in his knees, too.
Mm-hmm.
Our buddy. If you remember him, Jeff, Rio.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He does. So,
Sorry,
yeah, that's
Then
proof
if
right there that whole mentality is BS right then and there.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't get at a young age. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
That's going to happen.
Doesn't matter because I was way bigger than I am now, and my weight did that to my knees.
Exactly, yeah.
I was like almost 350 or something like that at that time. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm like, I don't know what they're gonna say, but I know I'm nowhere near that.
Also gonna make some BS excuse. I'm not talking about your doctor. I'm talking about the other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if the same thing can happen to your mom as of late, the same thing can happen.
Oh God,
to you.
yeah. We have to we're in the middle of appealing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. By the way, I told my mom about that. What's going on? She's even confused about that whole BS.
We're all confused.
Great world we live in today, huh, guys?
know,
Yeah.
Yep, so, hopefully we find ourselves a save state here pretty soon, so that way we can wrap things up, because we are getting...
Dude, I can't believe I'm asking this like in the middle of episode. What episode is this? 8?
Yes.
Yeah.
It took me 8 episodes. Do the saves restore your health too, or just save?
They can actually restore your health, but they give you
Oh,
the
so there's
option to where
both.
you can restore your health, or not.
Good.
Can't
That's
believe
good.
I just asked this now.
No, it's
but yeah.
okay.
Well, to be fair, Jared, it does show in the sense that, it just saves. It doesn't show both, you know what I mean?
Well, 'cause I mean,
So you just assuming it just saves, it's not your fault, you know what I mean?
I really do like that quality of life improvement when it comes to, RPGs in general.
yeah.
Yeah.
Some RPGs had it so you could do that if you saved, but it had to be like in a editing did.
Yeah, this game did it. Final Fantasy X did it. I would say, like, every modern RPG out there.
Persona 5 is weird. I've been playing. Persona 5 has it so there's save rooms, but those save rooms don't heal you.
Oh, speaking of which, did you guys
Yeah,
heard Atlas's BS?
What?
They're pulling that same crap like they did 2 years ago with the announcement of Persona 5. Instead of announcing the announcement date, they announced an announcement of
Oh God!
an event announcing the announcement of the announcement
They're
date.
pulling an exhibit. Okay.
Yeah!
Mm-hmm.
The usual.
I heard you like announcements, so I announced I have an announcement.
Yeah.
People, what's wrong with you? Everything.
If ever I go to, oh my God, if I ever get to Atlas in Japan for some reason,
Just slap them.
oh God,
Just slap them, Jerry.
what's about
For us. Just saying, what the heck were you thinking?
Oh,
What
God,
the heck
Wheels
were you
sent me a
thinking? Why
message
haven't
saying
you
he's
released a
heading
new
out. Oh, boy.
Power Instinct?
Don't head out, Wheels. Don't head out.
Yeah, you can
That's why he's
you can
not
see about
commenting.
Atlas and tell them, why haven't you made a new Power Instinct or a new Match or Melee yet?
Dude, yeah, that I want, and I want to do a retrospective on that.
Mm-hmm. That would be cool.
It'll be I write it, Kyle does everything else, but I'll play.
Oh, so the usual. Okay, cool. That would be
But
cool.
if you wanted to do a retrospective, hey man, that's your that would be more your thing. I mean, if you would want me to actually edit the video, then we could try to work something out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the problem. Unlike him, you and I are only the people that have the current proper technology.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that
That's why
is
he's getting
true.
that.
That's what I'm trying to get at now.
That's
Like,
why
I
his
would like
base-
to do.
Yeah.
That was the gist.
Because you saw me. I tried when I streamed Match or Melee. I could play the game, but when it streams, all of a sudden, lag.
Yeah.
Frame rate drops to like.
And
below.
the
Because
best
of how
thing
outdated
is your Mac is
your
a decade
Mac is.
old.
Yeah.
But his Mac shouldn't be doing that.
What's
Especially
weird
for
is
how much
that
he put money into it.
there was an old stream I found of me playing PS1 when I still had Snow Leopard on this Mac.
Mm-hmm.
No lag.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, all of a sudden, PS1 games on El Capitan lag.
must have been something just conflicting with it and causing it to chug.
Or
Yeah.
maybe constant BS updates they've been
Or,
doing.
well,
Could
that
be.
too,
Something with the OS
obviously.
because
I'm not. Yeah, I was talking about the. I wasn't talking about the developer. I was talking about the actual, Apple iOS updates. They
Yeah.
Snow Leopard, it didn't
Excuse
do
me?
that. And Snow Leopard, I mean, it's the same hardware.
Mhm.
But with that OS, it streamed PS1 games just fine. All of a sudden now, it's like, that's my name. Oh my.
Yeah. Sounds about right, Jer.
is Doctor? He's too sick.
The Doctor.
I am President Clinton.
End communication.
Yeah, end communication. It might not be him anymore. It might be that other guy. What's his name? Mumbly Joe.
Oh yeah.
Bob Dole.
Bob Dole.
And then I remember what they're talking about. Well, I suggest we have a third party candidate, and Ross Perot just punches his hat.
Yeah.
It's a two-party system.
It's a two-party system, and then all of a sudden you have Bob Dole just all of a sudden falling through the podium and onto the floor. I remember Saturday Night Live used to pull that joke a lot back in the day.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying because what happened was Ross Perot punched his hat.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Don't blame me. I voted for Kodos.
Right.
Hey, don't blame me. I bought you guys lots of beers. Anyways. So yeah, just so you guys know, next week we will be taking a break, just to remind you all, because
Thanksgiving and everything. So
Yeah. Start holiday season.
Plus, I'm sure most of
fun.
us will be wiped out from Black Friday still.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be one of them, sadly.
Whether
think
you're
I'm
working
staying at the
it or
company
going
home.
shop.
Shall be safe ahead.
Here's the smart thing: I'm staying in the comfort of my own home. I'm not going out there.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna.
I'm
do
doing
my
Black Friday
shopping.
shopping for me and my family, but that's it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna buy stuff off of like Amazon or something.
Or the online
There
stores
you go.
of said retailers.
Or
I just
or
remembered a
others.
story. Golly, speaking of buying and selling, remember about my Vita and how I got ripped off?
Oh yeah.
oh yes.
He doesn't know that, but
But a certain pasty boy, yeah. Tell the
Yeah.
check, Jer.
So I got ripped off by this guy. Like I had to take. I needed the money for my phone bill.
Mm-hmm.
Bills, both the cell phone and the landline.
Laurel, yeah.
So I'm like, I'll sell my Vita. I don't want to part with it, but hey, I gotta. It's
You just got to do what you got to do.
if I get a money. If I get a money.
If I get money.
If I get a money.
Hey, Jerry, that's my gig. That's my stick. I'm supposed to do crazy talk.
If I get a job,
Yes.
Vita's pretty cheap.
Yeah,
So,
it is.
But like everywhere else I've seen on GameStop and everywhere, the price is $50 for the Vita.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went there, the guy was like, "I'll give you 50 for it, and what's your memory card? 15. That'll be 65." Like, that's awesome. That's more than enough. I can actually have some breathing room. Then all of a sudden, Pasty Doughboy over here. I gotta test it. Okay, test it. Turns it on. It turns on. You're done, right? And then he's still sitting there for like a good half hour. Your memory card doesn't work. Yes, it does. I just formatted it. That's well, we do that for you. I'm like, yeah, I don't trust you guys. I'm already.
Dude, I was the same way when I had to sell my crap salary with GameStop back in the day.
Yeah.
Because I've heard horror stories from them too.
Because I know, and even though they say
here we
I
go.
know they don't, because I remember my dad bought a PS3 once, and guess what? That previous owner's PSN was on there.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Wow.
the story. Yeah.
So,
by the way, if you guys didn't see, I took care of our socials and our
Thank you.
channels,
I
Oh,
did
thanks
see-
so much, man.
as well as our Discord.
Pasty Doughboy here goes back to the corner, and I'm waiting. I'm just like, why is he still playing? And then he's like, oh, let me finally, like a half hour, let me try Killzone Mercenaries. Okay, and then I saw the game. Like the game boots up, it works.
Yeah.
Okay,
And didn't he also
And then
complain
I'll-
at you because of the battery life too?
right. I didn't charge
When-
him. And he was playing
And
it for a
you
long
told
time.
him before the exchange happened that it wasn't charged.
Yeah. He was like, but it was green, now it's red. Yeah, it wasn't charged. It just gave you a false green. It was. And then he's like, battery
regardless.
perspective. And then there's like, okay, well, how about the memory card? Oh, it actually does work. Okay. So, we'll give you 15 for the memory card, but we're going to chop that 50 all the way down to 20. And I gave the look. I'm like, well, you lost a customer. I'm never coming back here again. I'm taking this money because I have to. Unfortunately,
I'm curious. Was he the manager?
The doughboy? No, he was just an employee.
You should have asked the manager right then and there, because
The
that is
actual guy there,
Yeah.
he was there. No,
that was
he wasn't
complete shenanigans he just pulled on you, dude.
Just-
because you told him right then and there
Manager-
that the battery was not charged.
The manager looked at me like even though he's the manager, I guess Doughboy has him by the balls, because he looked at me like, I'm sorry, but I gotta listen to this guy, and I'm like, but you're the boss.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Looked like he's afraid of his own employee.
Wow.
Like,
Well, I
And
would
then-
say this, Jerry. You should probably go to higher up then.
Yeah,
mom
you
and
should
pop's-
you should write a report to that game store and tell them how much of a you know what that guy was being.
the old lady is even worse. Their mom, who runs it. So I'm glad she
Really?
wasn't there. She probably would have tried to talk me down to 10.
Yeah, that is bad.
They wonder why I don't go. And then I went to the bank, right? Remember, to actually put the
Yes,
money
I do.
for the bills?
Yep.
I talked to the bank teller, you know what he said?
Hmm.
And I should have done this, but I wasn't thinking at the time. I should have. He said, I don't go to Game Hunters. They suck. They rip you off. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Rip me off. He was like, nah, man. What you should have done was ask actual friends you know online if they wanted to buy a Vita.
Yeah.
And I was like, I should have. Well, now I know. I'm going to do that. Yeah.
Now you know.
Well,
and-
hindsight.
Yeah, exactly. And
I mean,
that
it
bank
stinks,
teller was
but-
super nice. He was like, man, he's like, yeah, man.
You
And
know
I told him,
what really
he was like,
you want to know what
he was
really
like, "Oh, bro."
sucks though? That one website that actually sold those PlayStation Vita and Nintendo 3DS capture units no longer
Yeah.
exists.
Oh, I see recover. I didn't even notice that. It does say recover.
Yeah, it's just they no longer exist. You know, you can't get yourself a PlayStation Vita modded to where you can actually capture footage. I think it's because of Japan's own laws. It's like, oh, come on. I was thinking about getting a PS Vita so that way
It's
I can
funny.
actually do video capture on them, but now
LPH
you're giving
said,
you less of a chance to do so.
LPH said, thank God my GameStop doesn't do that. And he's right. If I went to GameStop, I would have gotten the 65. Because they would have just checked if it worked. It turns on. The game works. The memory card works. Okay, here's your money.
Yeah, they'll
Whereas
only
that
do
guy
that.
was trying to play like... He was like trying to beat all of Killzone Mercenary.
And they'll only do that for the OG PS Vita. They won't do that for PlayStation TV. I tried to sell my PlayStation TV there, and they wouldn't even do it.
Oh.
I'm sorry, what?
They wouldn't even take my PlayStation TV when I had to sell it.
Oh, that is BS.
That's stupid. It is legit. PlayStation Vita is legit under the PlayStation Vita family.
Starchild said Facebook Marketplace works as well. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try and look at next time, man. When I have to sell some, like...
That's how he got his copy of Lunar 1 a few weeks ago. Through
Oh, nice.
PS1?
Facebook Marketplace.
Well, I know that, but which version? PS1?
Oh, which version of Lunar 1? Yeah.
Oh, okay, physical, yeah.
There's Sega, there's PS1, there's Scooby.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the save point and...
Yeah, okay, yeah, we should wrap up.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Wrap
Yeah,
it
Too
up.
bad we
PS1.
don't have our own wrap it up box, eh, guys?
PS1 version, I was about to call you Mark. Kyle.
Alright. Boy, that dyslexia is hitting you on all cylinders. As
Well,
of...
I think it doesn't help that my brain's literally like getting like...
I was about to say that, Jerry, yeah.
Yeah, because the
That's not
vertigo.
helping.
Yeah.
And Starchild updated by saying the PS1 version.
Yeah. Okay, so should I plug first?
Yeah, you first, then Metal, then Jeff and me.
Okay.
And by the way, I'm just reposting that stuff, guys, if anyone missed earlier, okay?
Oh,
All right,
Thank you.
that's fine.
Join our Discord. We're almost at 70 in our Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Anyway, guys, you can follow me on youtube.com/RPGreviews. That's where I create my content. Follow me through social media at facebook.com/RPGreviews and twitter.com/RPGreviews. I'm also on Twitch through twitch.tv/RPGreviews, but if you take a look at what 16-Bit Jeff posted, for me personally, I do not have a consistent schedule for my streams going forward, but once as I do, I will let you all know as soon as I have more details, but be on the lookout for that. And to see the archives of my live streams, you can go to youtube.com/RPGGameRifferSolo, which has now been renamed as RPG Livestream Archives. So be on the lookout for more content coming from me in the future. I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving who live in the United States, and we're looking forward to seeing you again in a couple weeks here on the Geek Fighters.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it for me.
Metal.
Okay, check me out on YouTube at Visible Ninja Dojo, where I host my little live talk show Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We talk about mostly the Gundam and other related series, as well as the tokusatsu genre, which is, Japanese special effects shows and movies, etc. So check us out for fun stuff, and also follow me on Twitter at Visible Ninja Zero. And of course, check out my and my buddy's site, hero-club.com, for all your hero news. Including the recent news that Marvel and Subaraya Productions are teaming up to make Ultraman comics for next year.
Yeah, Jeff with that save right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, check it out.
And speaking of which, for transition, I'm going next, right?
Yes.
Okay. You can follow me on twitter.com/16bitchef. But the easiest way to get in contact with myself and the other core members of TGF is for our Discord that's provided in not only chat, but also at the bottom of the video player. Just click on the link and you'll be automatically enlisted into our community server over at Discord. I stream on Mixer.com for the time being due to a back-end issue with Twitch, but until that's fixed on here, I'm going to be streaming over there. Thursdays and Fridays. Thursday is variety stream. Friday is Fight Night. Fridays at 8 p.m. 2-hour stream, basically. So 8 to 10 EST. Quick note, I accidentally typed last night that it was this coming Friday. That was a typo on my end. I meant to type the following Friday due to this coming Friday being, Thanksgiving weekend and it being the start of the holiday season. So look forward to that the following Friday, not this coming Friday, for the first Fight Night Fridays, and it's going to be on BB Tag 2.0. Look forward to that. Mixer.com/StaceyBetJeff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Follow me. Jeff put my name, Fighter Cows, right there with my Twitch. I'm Fighter Cows literally everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. If I'm there, you can find Fighter Cows. DeviantArt. Pixiv. Okay. Pixiv, my URL is Fighter Cows, but my name is just Cows.
Yes.
That's. But if you go to pixiv.me/ and write my name, you have to write Fighter Cows.
Mm-hmm.
I got lucky with Pixiv where nobody else took Cows.
Which is good.
That's why, but if you guys don't know, that's why I had Fighter in front, because a lot of Cows is actually more common than you think.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to add Fighter to say, no, I'm that Cows. And also check out my Twitter, like I said, because check the pin tweet because I need help.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't found a job yet, and in the meantime, I need help. I'm being honest.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And check out the other Twitter I have at Instagram that ends with ECCHI. And if you like that kind of art, follow that one because that you could also help me through that too.
And if you're not following, why aren't you?
Exactly.
Well, I was say, what are you, a Puritan? No.
What are you, a Tumblr, right?
That's the only reason I could think of for not following that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's me. Fighter Cows everywhere.
All right.
ECCHI, and then maybe a lady, and then yeah.
All right. So join us back in a couple weeks after Thanksgiving and the Black Friday / Cyber Monday weekend coming up next time. So we should be back to playing more Fightcade the next time we meet, and we're going to be playing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the arcade game by Capcom.
Hopefully Fightcade works for me this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hopefully.
So that ought to be a lot of fun. But so until then, I'm Double RPG.
16-bit Jeff.
Visible Ninja.
Fighter Cows.
Cows, take it away, man.
I actually got it right. I was gonna say I'm Fighter Cars. I'm like, what?
Fighter Cars. Oh, so we got ourselves a car to beat up, and we're playing Final Fight all over again. Hey, that's a good preview for the Fightcade coming up.
I was actually thinking of Fighters Megamix, where you actually could use the Daytona car as a fighter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, Jerry, take it away.
Words.
Piccolo popping bottles. Peace out. Have a happy holidays, everybody.